Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News with Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Can you bring marijuana on a plane through a TSA checkpoint? I know a lot of us want to know that with weed being legalized state to state and this, that, and the other. We can fly for the holidays with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As more and more states legalize cannabis and Congress sits on the CUSP of passing a landmark bipartisan marijuana bill, things may be looking up for cannabis users nationwide, but not too far up, especially those gearing up to fly for the holidays. You may be held up at in TSA over it. There are numerous items you can pack while preparing for holiday travel, but marijuana isn't exactly one of them. There are, of course, exemptions. Marijuana itself remains illegal on the federal level, TSA reminded last week. That includes containing cannabis infused products like as well, like CBD oil. While we still use airplane mode on flights, even though some countries no longer care. But it's like as state by state is starting to legalize it. Hopefully, you are going to a state to where it's like you can go and like get you a little something just while you're on your holiday stay.
Yep.
But as far as like traveling, it's still like on that Schedule One. So that's like getting on a plane with like some Schedule One stuff. So don't get up on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Just fly safe, travel safe, I would say, and just research the little state, city, or whatever it is that you're going to, and just be like, all right, I'm gonna check this spot out, and you can give them your review.
Yeah, it's definitely a risk though, that you take. But I know somebody that took a flight and they had a whole bunch of edibles. You know what I'm saying? Not in their carry-on bag, in the other bag.
Yeah.
And they made it to their destination with that shit though.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a risk though. Moving on. Cannabis with enhanced amounts of THC, 17%, CBG, 25%, and terpenes, 30%. Researchers found a way to do it. Can cannabinoid content in the cannabis plant be manipulated? That's the question. And if so, how much? According to a new report, researchers at the lab of Professor Alexander Sasha Weinstein at the Hebrew University in Revolt, Israel, have engineered medical marijuana strains containing 20% more THC, reported the Jerusalem Post. The achievement made possible with financial support and partnership with Marina Bioscience Ltd.
Ain't that
Oh
limited?
man, huh? Nah. I just thought I'm gonna go from there. Could help create new strain and boost crop yields. What happened? Researchers at the Robert H. Smith Facility of Agriculture, Food, and Environment Department enhanced the amount of THC by nearly 17%. CBG, cannabigerol levels by almost 25%, and terpenes by 20 to 30%. That's a lot, though. Why it matters. According to the Jerusalem Post, this is the first time scientists have managed to manipulate the level of active compounds in a cannabis plant. That's a lot.
You want no shit like this, man.
Man, moving on.
Caught on camera. Thieves strike second Santa Rosa cannabis store in 3 days. That's crazy. It's holiday season. Santa Rosa, multiple suspects are being sought following a burglary at a cannabis store in Santa Rosa early Thursday morning. Around 3:45 a.m., officers responded to a business on the 3100 block of Coffee Lane after multiple motion detector alarms were activated. When police arrived, they found the front gate and front doors were open, along with a crowbar nearby. Police also discovered what was described as many cannabis products were stolen from inside the business. A review of the surveillance video showed four separate vehicles arriving in front of the business around 3:40. 8 to 10 suspects, most wearing hoodie sweaters and face coverings, exited the vehicles and broke in. So it's like it's holiday season. You know what I'm saying?
He's
I mean,
stupid right there, though.
is a
He
mother, you know
dumb
what I'm
as a
saying?
motherfucker, man.
But it's like, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this because it's like I like to look at things to be up on the positive and on the up and up, like we can all get through this stuff together. But acts like this it makes it kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Because if you trying to come up inside of my place of business, I'm working hard, like getting through these
Yup,
legalizations
yup.
citywide, statewide,
So
however it may be,
already,
and you
yeah,
breaking my shit, I'm finna be highly pissed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this one right here. It's like, man, Serpo Jr. don't know what to say.
man. We're gonna move it on. Making it big selling legal weed is harder than it looks. And Intensive in California is giving people harmed by the war on drugs a chance to make it big in the bourgeois legal cannabis industry. But participants may say making it big is a lot harder than it looks. Every night, Julian Nelson sleeps on a sofa inside the office of his cannabis business in Oakland, California, in case armed robbers break in. Shelves of pre rolls, spliffs, pet comfort CBD oil, hash, caramel chocolate bars, and sour green apple candies, cannabis sweets filled the place. The shop Green Gold Delivery is perfectly legal, licensed by the city, but is frequently targeted by thieves. This is from the business owner. When I first got started, someone broke in and wiped me out completely, stole everything, Mr. Nelson said. He brought more security equipment, but he was robbed again early this year while he was out and lost 15,000 worth of product. Having a licensed weed business means a lot to Mr. Nelson. He had been arrested multiple times for cannabis possession in the past. When it happened the third time, it was after police raided his home. He has served time in jail, but an incentive called social equity gave Mr. Nelson the opportunity to open a legitimate business, which is dope. That's good that, he was able to open the business. But like, just previously we talked about and moving in here, it's a lot of robberies going on, people, breaking into these legal dispensaries and stealing product and shit like that though. So just think about it, somebody that's spending their last, to start a business and shit though, and motherfuckers coming in there and taking your shit though.
Real
Cold
talk. And
situation.
like before we push on, it's like, and we also been covering certain stuff. They trying to make it to where it's like cannabis owners, users, or whatever may be able to get firearms.
Mm-hmm.
As times like as it start to get legal because it's like you breaking in like this is my business,
My
this is mine.
livelihood, yeah.
So I should be able to protect my shit.
Yep. Oh,
We thought our dog was having a stroke. She was stoned.
man.
We are seeing a higher amount of marijuana slash THC toxicities in dogs since legalization, said Natasha German, medical director of the veterinary emergency group in DC. I am also seeing more severe cases due to access to medical grade THC slash marijuana. Hannah Rosen, a product host who lives in DC, was on a walk this fall with her adult rescue dog, Brian, a possible bugle or beagle chihuahua mix, when she suddenly became wobbly, like wobbly drunk, Rosen said. She wound up at German's clinic where the vet took one look at him and was like, THC. Rosen said, my brain didn't compete. No, my brain didn't compute. Rosa said, I was like, what is THC? Is that a common dog term that I don't know? And then I was like, wait, what? Like THC? And she's like, yeah, like weed, like your dog ate some weed. So it's is like I'm a dog owner. Some this shit is true.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
shit is true. You can have your edibles or whatever it may be, and our dogs be like, shit, I want a snackety snack too.
Yeah. But this
But
dog right here gonna burn his lip. Huh?
you know what I'm saying. But it's like the get back with the article, whatever it may be. It's like me being a dog owner speaking to other dog owners, I know there's CBD products out there
Mhm.
that they have for our animals. Now they talking about THC or whatever it may be, and even our edibles that we may have. We do need to be careful of this because
Mhm.
it's like our dogs may get it, and it's like you may react a certain way and make something may even worse for the animal.
Mhm.
But like we always stress, watch your dosage. Don't try to overdo it.
Mhm.
And if it's something like prescribed, like for your animal coming through the veterinary or whatever it may be, or if you have a certain skill and like treat your dog accordingly. Don't try to like be like Shaggy and Scooby around this
Right, right.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
So,
That's the weekly news. The best way to smoke. Turbo Jr.
Jay.
Baby.